Are you feeling fed up, frustrated, absolutely fatigued from life and everything? I'm going to make a bold statement. I'm going to guarantee I'm going to put a smile back on your face next time you're back on your bike. Hey, you might even put a smile on your face during this video. But I'm going to give you 3 strategies that work. You can start them today. Plus, I'm going to reveal a little secret about myself. I wonder what that could be. Let me start by asking you, how good are you at hiding things? Now, I'm not talking about losing shit. I'm not talking about forgetting things. Oh my God, if you're a man like me, yes, do not forget your wedding anniversary. Right, anyway, hiding. Yes, I'm not talking about lying or cultivated lying. Christ, I sound like a politician now. I'm talking about getting into a rut and realizing that you're in a momentum. A monotony momentum, okay? And you're thinking that zone 2 is boring, you're thinking that the weather's a little bit shitty today, so you're making excuses you won't go out on your bike. Boom, stop that. We've got to change the direction. So, can you see the bottle of Iron Brew that I've hidden? And I'm even pointing. Of course you can. And this is the point that I want to get across to you. We're going to start to camouflage and hide metrics, and we're going to get back on the track of our journey. You ready? Okay, let's break the monotony momentum. Look, this happens in life. It happens at work, relationships, oh yes, as well as cycling, okay? So your training has got into this rut, but you've caused it because rather than looking forward, oh no, you're wearing a black armband because you're reliving the past. I used to be able to cycle this fast. I used to be able to cycle this far. Yes, did you? Okay, but the thing is, the past is gone. Bye-bye, goodbye. Future is coming. And this journey you're on is longevity of motion forever. But most of us, we get stuck in this trap of that identification I had in the past is where I need to be now. So the distance you ride, the speed you ride at, the power, everything, you're trying to keep it going, because if you don't, then you're weak. You're going to go backwards. You're not going to go backwards, you're going to go forward. You've got to be smarter, but you've got to get out of this momentum that you've created because it's dragging you down. So you might think, I identify as a road cyclist, as a time trialist. That's about 90% of my riding. I do something else and I don't share it because I have fucking fun on it. Give me a second. So, I live in an ecosystem that I can only get 6 bikes in this studio. My mountain bike lives in the garage because it's hardy, it's tough, it speaks in a different language. Cowabunga, mother... No, stop that, okay? But what I do is I ride regularly, at least once or twice a week, on my mountain bike as I knock over my road bike. And I do this on cycle paths. I do this on areas I used to cycle as a kid. I go to the parks, I go to the trails. I'm never more than about 7 miles from home. Once or twice a week, I do zone 2 work on the trails. I weave in and out of cars. I go up lanes. I go back to areas I used to visit when I was a kid. I fucking love it, so I do. But you don't see me doing it. Why should you? You don't need to. This is my time and I love it. And sometimes I'll go up the hills, stop, have my little picnic. But what I'm doing is I break the momentum of getting on the road bike. If I've got an event coming, I just break it and I'll choose it where the weather is. And I'll choose little pockets. And sometimes I'll just go out on a cycle path with my wife. It might even just be a zone 1 recovery ride. And it's bloody fun. Now, if you can't do that, say that you haven't got another bike, then what you've got to try and do is point 2. Let me put Bob back outside. He's not used to the heat. Hey, get out there. I know it's pissing with rain, but don't worry. It's Scotland. So what's point 2? Well, point 2 is you do exactly the same, but you do it on your road bike, but you need a few extra props. You ready? Okay, prop number 1. Could be a hoodie, could be a jumper. You're going to disguise your cycling kit. Now, I've talked about this a lot, about camouflage riding, whereby we need to put ourselves in a situation that disguises us from the uniform. Because when you're in your uniform, you behave in a particular way. You go out on your road bike, you put your lycra on, and you think you're the world champion. Somebody goes past you on a road, a hill, a downhill. What do? Fuck that, man. You're after them. I'm not going to be dropped by someone, but you got to disguise yourself. If you do the disguise ride out, I guarantee you'll enjoy it because you will dial into your numbers. So something as simple as a hoodie, a pair of shorts over your cycling shorts. You've still got your kit on. You can disguise it, tuck it away, put whatever you want on. and you go out and you do the same ride. Sure, you can keep your cycling shoes on, off you go. But the Camouflage ride can be really fun because now you're not so obsessed, okay? Because you'll do one thing that a lot of people do, and I'll share it with you. You'll take a photograph of yourself. You see, that's okay, but what you're doing is you're validating the ride. I don't want you doing this pissy, shitty posting, hey, slow ride today because don't do that. You don't have to tell the world that it's now 5 miles an hour slower than normal because you identified it as a slow ride. Nobody gives a fuck, right? But the most important thing is you care. So you've got to understand this is your journey. So just take a photograph of yourself, maybe at a lovely little viewpoint. Okay, I know not everybody's got one because you don't all live in Scotland. That joke's wearing off, coach. Okay, right, yes, it's pissing with rain today anyway. But the thing is, this allows you to have fun. Go back to being a kid on the bike again. Yeah, with your hoodie on and screaming at people when you go by them, yeah? Yeah, everybody does that, don't they? Yeah, it's what you scream, that's important, but try it. Okay, this dovetails nicely into point 3. The most important point I can make about how you can regain your energy, how you can regain your passion for cycling, and this is guaranteed to put a smile on your face. Take a vacation. A vacation, coach? I can't afford a bloody holiday. Take a vacation from Strava. Upload your workouts, but keep them private. Upload your workouts maybe to another platform, not Strava. Take a week off, take a month off, but still keep training. You see, the thing is, you've got yourself in a trap that your own verification, validation of life is what you share. I'm the guy that does 200 miles a week. I'm the guy that's always over 20 miles an hour. Look, it's bullshit. Nobody cares, but it's costing you valuable energy in your life. It's costing you precious time with your loved ones because you're falling asleep in a chair, or you're miserable when you're not getting out for a ride, or when the numbers are going lower than what you think they should be. You're not the same person. So switch it off 1 week, maybe 1 week every month, maybe 2 weeks every month, week on, week off, because I guarantee you there are people in your area doing exactly this and they're progressing. You will see them at events, you'll see them in group rides. I hardly ever see them on Strava. No shit, Sherlock. They're doing exactly this because you're caught up in this trap that your identity is based on what you share. Don't fall into that trap. That's the Facebook wankers. Yeah, you're not one of them, are you? Yeah, posting shit about what you eat for your dinner, where you go on fucking holiday. Well, come on. It's really important, right, that you focus on your journey because your zone 2 is getting fucked up. Yeah, your zone 2 is getting messed up because you're chasing numbers, because you feel as if your verification, validation is based on them. And it's nonsense. So break up the momentum that you've created, that monotony momentum. Get a different bike, okay? If you haven't got a different bike or access to a different bike, do the Camouflage ride. Yeah, put your gear on, get a little bit funky, just go out and spin. Just do the things that I do. Go back to where you were as a kid if you're in the same area. Just have fun on the bike. And then take a vacation from Strava. Yeah, give it a little break and just see how it works, okay? And as I mentioned, there's a link to a deeper dive presentation where you can get more of this stuff and you can spend a little bit longer with me, and I'll give you a way to test your fitness. I'll give you 8 weeks of training, all for free. Yeah, just follow the link, it's there for you. If you can hide those metrics and keep moving forward, you'll put a smile on your face, okay?